Um, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Jesus Hernandez Gonzalez, and this is my English project. Okay, I'm going to start. Through the years, the communication has been changing the way that we communicate between us. For example, in the prehistory, our ancestors they used to communicate by corporal expressions, body language, and the most common communication about the prehistory that is by painting inks, just to mention that. But at present, we have a powerful tool that is the smartphone. With a smartphone, we can have a lot of things such as camera, calendar, we can take photos, pictures, we can call to someone to a large distance. Also, we can send text messages and in a few seconds by apps like Messenger, WhatsApp, Gmail, where we can share information, documents, pictures, etc. Also, the smartphone, by the pass of the time, has changed the way to communicate, and an example of that are the social medias. On social medias, we can find or share something that we want or sell. For example, on Marketplace in Facebook. Also, on social medias, we can find announcements about vacancies of occupations. We can find videos about educations, and also we can find emergencies. Just to mention a few of those things that we can find on social medias. In comparison with a few years ago, the people didn't have the possibilities that we have today. For example, when I think in my grandmother, even in my mother, I can imagine how they communicate because the communication was so hard. For example, I think they used to use a type of communication tools like the typewrites to write letter, a kind of big phone. They had analog TV, and I think they used to read the newspaper that is not so common today, and etc. Nowadays, with a smartphone, even without one, we can talk with any person. That includes people that we don't know, but only for specific reasons. An example of that is when you are in a difficult situation and you need help, but nobody that you know is around you. Is there when you have to talk with a strange person and to ask for help, but it depends of the circumstances. But the question is, how can I start up a conversation with a strange person? Well, at the beginning of the conversation, you can use expressions like hello, how are you? It's a nice day, or excuse me. But if you are in an emergency, you can say that somebody can help me, or I don't know how to do this, can you give me a hand? Just to mention a few of those expressions that you can use in a special situation. At this point, we can conclude that the most common way to communicate is by speaking, using words, using our mouth, telling what we want to say, but exists other ways of communication like art paintings, dances, sign language, the braille, status, systems of communication between others. And that's all of my part. And thanks for your attention.